question. What have we been doing daily to set our minds on things above? What have we been doing every day to set our mind on things above? Isaiah 26:3 says, you will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on you. In Matthew 13, we looked at this a couple of weeks ago. Jesus is teaching the parable of the sower. He says that a sower goes out to sow, and then he explains it later to his disciples. He said the seed that he's sowing is the Word of God. He said the seed is the Word. Now let's bring up Matthew 13 and 19 and look at this one more time. When anyone hears the word about the kingdom, when anybody, Kergamas, when anybody hears it, they hear the word about the kingdom, but doesn't dedicate it, doesn't understand it, doesn't meditate on it, doesn't apply it to their life, doesn't believe it and receive it. What happens? The evil one comes and snatches away what's sown in his heart. This is the one sown along the path. Look what it says, because this is so important. You see that the seed is constant, but the soil is the variable. You can't let the seed lay on top of the soil. It's not going to produce. It's going to be snatched away. It's going to be taken away. You have got to plant the seed in order for it to produce. So what does this have to do with peace in our lives? Later, in the same chapter of John 14, in the midst of this emotional and spiritual upheaval, Jesus tells them in John 14 and 27, peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Did you know, I always thought that was in reference to the kind of peace. It's not in reference to the kind of peace, it's in reference to the way He gives. Look what it says again, and look closely. He said, peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. I do not give to you as the world gives. And listen to what He says again. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid. He said, don't let your heart, don't be freaking out, stressing out, and losing your mind. He said, I'm giving you peace, just not as the world in my giving do I give. Well, what does that mean? Well, that phrase where He says, I give you, means to bring forth. It means to bring forth. Now, hang on. Galatians 5 and 22 tells us that the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace. Love, joy, peace. So is peace listed in the gifts of the Spirit or the fruit of the Spirit? And that's important. It's listed in the fruit. Why is it important? Because gifts are given. Gifts are given, but fruit is produced. Fruit is grown. Fruit is cultivated and taken care of. So here's the question this morning. When we're wanting peace in our life, what seed are we planting in our heart?